The origins of Taranto. Taranto was founded in 706 before Christ by Phalantes, the Parthian leader. The Parthenii arrived in Apulia and founded the city, naming it Taras after the son of the Greek sea god, Poseidon, and of a local nymph, Satyrion. Another tradition indicates Taras as the founder of the city. The symbol of the Greek city, as well as of the modern city, depict the legend of Taras being saved from a shipwreck by riding a dolphin that was set to him by Poseidon. Taranto increased its power, becoming a commercial power and a sovereign city of Magna Graecia, ruling over the Greek colonies in southern Italy. The Doric columns. In the heart of the city, right in front of the Aragonese castle, are located two of the columns, which in the past were part of an old temple, the Poseidon's temple. This art masterpiece comes from the Old Greek world, being one of the many temples built in the southern part of Italy, or actually the first one. Until the 1920s, the columns were not two but one. The Taranto undergrounds are hypogeal environments that are the result of the ancient tendency to obtain homes, places of worship and productive environments by digging the calcaneric bench. Many of the palaces that we can admire today in the ancient village of Taranto have been made thanks to the materials excavated in the rock just below them. The Cathedral of San Cataldo. The Cathedral of San Cataldo is a church in Taranto, precisely the oldest Apulian cathedral, initially dedicated to Saint Mary Magdalene and later to San Cataldo Bishop. It was built by the Byzantines in the second half of the 10th century, during the reconstruction of the city wanted by the Emperor Niceforo II Phoca. In the last years of the 11th century, the Byzantine structure was remodeled and the current Basilica Cathedral was built. However, the old construction was not completely replaced. In October 1964, Pope Paul VI raised it to the dignity of minor basilica. A pride of our city is the Maritime Museum, the National Archaeological Museum of Taranto. It includes unique archaeological finds, attesting the glory of ancient Greece. It was founded in 1887, and during the summer of 216, its restoration ended, offering the city a museum with a modern interactive structure. Marta is one of the richest museums in the south of Italy, with a large collection of mosaics, monumental tombs, ceramic and jewels. Our museum has become very famous for the exhibition of fifth jewels in Paris, Milan and Tokyo. The Peripato Gardens. This is the Palace of Government. San Cataldo was an Irish Christian monk of the 6th century, born in 610 in Rakkau and died in 685 in Taranto, the seat of which he subsequently became patron. A legend tells that the saint would have come to Taranto for divine will. In fact, during his stay in the Holy Land, Jesus appeared to him in a dream, and he told the saint to go to Taranto and to re-evangelize the city, now in the hands of paganism. Once he arrived near to the city, his boat was caught by a storm, and, according to the tradition, San Cataldo to calm it threw his ring into the water. At that moment, the storm stopped, and in the point where the ring fell, a freshwater citro, still called San Cataldo ring, appeared. Every year, from 8 to 10 May, Taranto celebrates its patron, Saint San Cataldo. The path of the statue during the procession characterized the two celebrations. The first procession, in May 8, is the sea procession. The statue is brought from the cathedral to the sea, descend on a cart. Then she is boarded on a boat and is brought along the coast by passing under the revolving bridge, where, at the passage of the statue, there is a fireworks display. The second procession, in May 10, the statue is exited from the cathedral and carried around the old city. On his return to the cathedral, the festive period can be considered over. The rites of the Holy Week of Taranto are events that take place in the city, starting from Palm Sunday. What most characterize the rites of the Holy Week are the figures of perdoni pardons, or pairs of brothers, who make a pilgrimage to the main churches of the city. The perdoni are barefoot and dressed in the traditional ritual dress. The pilgrimage of the pardons is the first act of the Holy Easter. The Holy Friday procession is a representation of the Via Crucis. Among the key elements of the procession of the mysteries is the exasperated representation of pain, characterized by the statues that are carried during the procession. In total there are 8, but the most significant are those of Mary of Sorrows and that of the Dead Christ. Bands of musicians also participate in the procession, playing traditional religious music. The Trocolante, that is, the one who leads the whole procession, till which goes until the morning of Holy Saturday, when it returns on the church of the